everybody. Welcome into Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. As I was a kid, everybody wanted to grow up and be, astronaut or a fireman or a policeman or one of those. Nowadays, not so much, and they're actually having jobs to fill, particularly around the local area. The Houma Fire Department Police Chief Corey Henry is with us to talk about that. I was shocked and amazed when you said you're having job fairs. You just hired five. You're looking for five more. But it's a sign of the times as we come out of this pandemic and all that it's hard to find people to work right now.
It is. We've been struggling since I became chief about a year and a half ago. We were down 12 personnel. We was able to fill some of those ranks, but it's been a task to try and find people who want to come to work.
And we were talking a little bit earlier. I remember not too long ago, it was hard to get in the academy, to get your foot in the door. A lot of times it would be, hey, your dad was a fireman, and he kind of worked his way in. It was a lot like a riverboat captain. It just seemed like it was, you had to know somebody to get into those academies. But like I say, it's wide open, and you guys are hiring right now.
We are hiring. We are looking for motivated individuals that are ready to come to work and serve their community.
All right. So how can somebody go about it? So tell us.
So you can go to houmafire.com, or you can call us at 985-873-6391, and you can ask for our recruiting officer, which is also our training officer, Mark Stevenson. You can fill out an application there, and we'll guide you through the process.
So what's the qualifications? Are you looking for anybody with a high school degree, college degree, some college, military background? What are you looking for?
Any of those backgrounds would be great, but just a high school diploma or a GED would be fine. And then you will take a state civil service test, 18 years old. Okay.
Well, sell me on the career. Sell me on why, it's not just riding in trucks and
Right.
using hoses,
Yeah.
right?
So one of the best things we have is our work schedule. It's 24 hours on, 48 off. So you go to work for, a day and a night, but then you have 2 days off after that. So some of the guys say every day they work's a Friday. So they're getting off on that weekend after. We have a great benefit package. You can retire at any age as early as 25 years of service. For example, I started at 19, so when I'm 44 years old, I'm eligible to retire. We have great health insurance. We work for a great department. Our department is young and progressive. The parish is great to us. We have good equipment. So we're just looking for people to fill the ranks.
How many firemen do we have now?
We are staffed for 60. So we're a little less than that.
Right.
But we operate 3 shifts, 4 stations, 24 hours a day.
Okay. So what's the challenges and why is it just, like I say, a generational thing? What's the challenges of why?
I think it is a generational thing. It's some people go in the military, or they're walking into college now, and they kind of forget about the civil service part. So instead of just, coming back and serving their community.
Yeah. But you also have competition, right? So, I mean, in NOPD, just for an example, I was listening today, they're supposed to have a 1,600 man force. They have about 800, about half. It seems like everywhere else is probably poaching the same type of candidates that you're looking for. How do you try and stand out and say, hey, come with us as opposed to them?
Yeah, so it really just depends on the person if they want to go into the law enforcement or the fire service side. It depending on what that person's looking for. It's kind of not like the movies with us. You're not going to fight a fire every single day, but there is a lot of other things we do. You may be in front of a class teaching kindergartners fire prevention, or you may be going to help someone that's locked their kid in a car. So we respond to a wide variety of calls.
Right, and you do, and most of you have to train as an EMT as well, or how does
We
that
have
work?
emergency medical responder, so we do basic life support calls for that. So that's an additional training we have. We also respond to hazmat calls, and we're getting into the technical rescue side of it. So there's a bunch of things that are coming up.
Okay, so if somebody starts off, your salary is not going to be great right when you start off, especially if you're a 19-year-old kid right out of high school or something like that. What about advancement, and how do you build a career as being a fireman?
So we have plenty of room for advancement. One of the great things about the state of Louisiana is after your 3rd year of service, you get an annual automatic 2% raise for the rest of your career. So that's good. And then in our department, there's different ranks you could go. You can go to a fire equipment operator, who's going to be the guy who drives and operates the truck and the pump. And after that, there's a captain. that's in charge of that crew. Then you can go to district chief, and then you can branch off after that, training officer, inspections, administrative work. So we have different avenues that a person can take.
And I keep saying firemen, but it's firefighters.
It is firefighters.
And obviously, any gender is welcome to join.
They are.
And do you have a lot of women that are on the fire?
Currently, we have 3 females that are on the force.
Okay. And what time of year? This time of year, it's kind of hot outside. Is this a big time of year for fires, or where are we at with that?
It's no, usually the fall and the winters are big time, but when we get them now, it's pretty brutal. And we just have an academy that started last month, so they're experiencing the heat as they're starting to train for these fires.
I bet they are. So tell me about the training too. So is there a lot of physical fitness training that goes along with it?
Yeah, so there's going to be an entrance level physical fitness test for us, and after that, for your 16 weeks of the academy, we're going to pay you to go through this academy, and we'll pay for that training. It's very physical. It's very tough. It's to get you ready.
You got to be able to carry hoses and obviously wear the suit, and it gets the temperature's probably 150 degrees, probably, right?
Yeah, it's hot.
I bet it is. I've seen you guys, in action, and a lot of times you're dealing with smoke. Guys are really hot. There's always seemed to be somebody that's providing water and those types of things too. You have great support systems as well.
We do.
Okay, so we're okay right now though. So if we have 60, we're just a little bit below that. It's not like there's an issue with our fire.
No,
protection,
not
right?
at all. Our staffing is up every day. We're covering the extra spots, so it's not a problem. Our guys have really stepped up and filled the need.
All right. Well, Corey Henry, we appreciate it. And then look, great career. You can vouch for it. They can call you, I'm sure, and just talk
sure
to you
can.
about career advice for sure. All right. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Bayou Time right after this.